I'm gonna save my tea dirty. Anyway, so hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, as you can see from the title below, this is another story time. Now, my first story time, which was my second story time, which was the first time I got first time I got hit, got a lot of views. That's like my most viewed video on my channel. So I decided to come back to give deets on me losing my virginity. Now I'm gonna split this story in three. The first part of the story is going to be how I met my ex-boyfriend at the time, my boyfriend at the time, and how everything happened, and then why we broke up, basically. So yeah, let's get right into the story. By the way, I just want to emphasize on this, a small disclaimer: I am not promoting that you go ahead and engage in any sexual intercourse at a young age, but if you feel as if you are somewhat ready, and I don't think that if you are very young, you're not ready for stuff like that, just enjoy yourself, enjoy being young. Kissing is as far as I think you should put it. But I was in 11th grade. That was my last year of high school. And small disclaimer, for like persons who aren't Jamaicans, in Jamaica, the last year of high school for you is 11th grade. You choose if you want to go to 12th grade or 13th grade. So yeah. So I was in the last year of high school, and majority of my class were not virgin. Like the majority of we always sat and talk about sex and stuff like that, and just a few of us would be there, like especially me. Like I would be on the person's lap that was talking about, because it was always something that I like to talk about, or like to hear about stories and stuff like that. So yeah, I was that type of person. My ex-boyfriend, which was my boyfriend at the time, honestly and truly, still to this day, that relationship is still the best relationship I have ever been in. No doubt. I genuinely loved, and when I mean like loved this human being, and he genuinely loved me. And there's no if, no buts, no maybes to that. I know that for a fact. But yeah, so I was in 11th grade. He came to the school in September. I think he repeated in 10th grade. He was going to another school, graduated, came to my school, repeated. I went back in 10th grade, and I was in 11th grade, but he was older than me. No, as I was 16 going on 17, and he was 18 going on 19. Yeah, I think he was 18 going on 19, or 17 going on 18, something like that. But yeah, so how we met, apparently, let me just tell you his side of the story. Basically, he was telling me that he was watching me, or he admired me from September. We started talking in November of 2013, because I graduated, I left high school I think 2014. So yeah, something like that. Anyways, if the dates is wrong, I'll put it up. I didn't even but whatever. Anyways, so yeah, we graduated at that time. So, and I met him. We actually met in November. So he was telling me, and this was how I knew what he was saying was true, because he would tell me my regular routine when we just started like texting and talking, and I'll get into that part. But he would tell me my regular routine, how I was always, majority of the time I was always by myself, or I was with a bunch of girls, which was my classmates. We would go home together. What happened was, when it was lunchtime, because the line was always long, one of us would always go downstairs and just get everybody's lunch. and sometimes that would be me. And then I didn't know, like I didn't recognize this person. I didn't know somebody was watching me. He said he would sit at in front of where the step was that I would come down, and look if I'm coming down, like right when it's lunchtime there. He would like sit there with his friend, and then he'll see me pass by. Sometime he'll refer to me as a DKNY girl because I had a shoe that said DKNY in the back part of it, and he would always refer to me as the DKNY girl, like I like that girl, the DKNY girl. He paid someone to get information about me. Like he paid one of his classmates. I think one of his classmates stayed back a year, and he knew me. Yeah, he knew me from 7th grade. So you know, he would ask the person, and he said he paid the person to get my name, and you know, stuff like that, and the type of person that I am, and blah 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 blah. And then he said that what he did, like he started to give up because it was like nothing was ever going to work. I was never, you know, giving him any attention. I didn't recognize this person, so I didn't know, you know, I didn't know anybody was looking at me. And I think that was so sweet that, you know, you can tell me the things that I think that was so sweet. Like he went the extra mile, and it was simple stuff like that that made me understand, you know, what it truly means for somebody to care about you and to really like you, and you know, just to have interest in you. And down to this day, I still hold that. I still hold that expectation for whenever I meet a guy. And not only that expectation, but let's get into it. So how one day we were going home on the bus. We took the big yellow bus, the JUTC bus. Me and my friends, we were in 11th grade, and that year was like the struggle year for us. Like we had SBAs to do. We were broke most of the time. So my friend classmate, her name is Brittany. I don't know if the bus driver liked her or something like that, but you would always have this specific bus driver that would stop at the school gate to pick up students. And he didn't give us any paper, but we just give him the $20. I mean, if I rob him, I rob JUTC or whatever, but we just give him $20. But I don't know if he liked Brittany or whatever, but like Brittany would just go up and say, I'm man, me, and she just passed through, and so every one of us that was with her would just go through. So we never used to pay no bus fare most of the time. And so yeah, one day we were on the bus, and me, Michaela, Brittany, I think Shakira, a bunch of us was on the bus. And me and Michaela, we sit on different sides. My name is Michaela, her name is Michaela. Pretty, but she's gorgeous. Anyways, so she sat on the other side, I sat on the other side. She cocked up her foot. She put up her foot to block the 2 chairs, and I put up my foot to block the 2 chairs because I didn't want anybody sitting beside of me. Neither did she. Anyways, so I took my shoes off, and my foot was up on the chair, and you know, people were standing, and I was looking at them like, what? You're not getting any chair? I don't want anybody sitting beside of me. It was like that. But so I didn't know he was sitting behind me, or noticed that he was sitting behind me. But it was almost time for us to get off the bus, so I put my foot down and I was looking for my shoes. Can't find my shoes. So I turned around and I said, where's my shoes? I realized that he was playing with me, so I said, where's my shoes? And he's like, what shoes are you talking? He had this cute little look on his face as well, because he always wore this little glasses, and I didn't recognize him until that day, but when I did. But anyway, so I was saying, where's my shoes? And I'm not even like, I was like, I'm not even gonna argue with you. And I started talking to my friends. All of a sudden my shoes reach back which part is supposed to reach. And from that day, I mean, the next morning we ended up taking the same bus together and ended up walking. One day if him do it, and I don't know, one day if him do it. But then he told me that, you know, after that day he felt, you know, like the hope came back at the fact that he could actually, there was actually something there, like he had actually had a chance to get with me. And we were walking into school, and he was right beside of me, and I was like, hi, and he said hi, and we went our both ways. And then after that, like after that morning, after the bus incident, and the next morning, after that morning, every time we saw each other, we would say hi, no matter how far. We would just, as I don't know, him always look at me, and you know, even if he's somebody I look at, you know, so I always see him looking at me, and I was like hi, and he was like hi, until one day we had IT class on his block. My school is very huge, so the 11th grade block and the 10th grade block are very far apart, but the 10th grade block also had like different areas where you'd have to go. So we had IT class, which was computer class, and our teacher was always late. So when we would reach there, we would stand in a line or something like that, and my friend Shakira, which is upset with me right now, but she's still my friend at heart. It's just that I've been having such a hard time. I not even get to talk to her. She vexes me, and even know if I confront her about certain. But I mean, you know, if you watch this, girl, I love you. But anyway, so she was standing behind me, and we were there talking aloud. And I don't know if he realized that I was there or whatever. But all of a sudden, him come out, because his class was right beside the class that I had, and he came out and he was leaning on the balcony talking to some friend or whatever. And I turned over, I saw him, our eyes made forward, we said hi, of course. I turned over to Shakira and I said, Shakira, some boyfriend, you know. All of a sudden, Shakira, I said, Shakira, that's my boyfriend. I said it, I was joking, I was honestly joking when I said it to her. And all of a sudden she just blurted out, you boy, I chose say I'm a killer boyfriend, like something could pit me. Like it was so childish, and I was like, Jesus, you can't tell my friends anything. And he smirked, like he laughed. He had this laugh on his face, and him and his friend walked off, and at the same time we went into class. And I was in class sitting down, and you know, all of a sudden Shakira came to me. She gave me a piece of paper. Or I don't remember if Shakira come to me or I'm friend, but someone at the store, one out I told them give me one piece of paper with a name and a number on it. And I remember the first text I sent this boy. I said to him, I saved the number and everything, and I said, them time I have one little cheap flip up phone. I saved the number and I said to him, first thing I texted was, what is your problem? What is your problem? And that's the first text I ever sent to him. And then after that we started texting, and you know, he told me everything, you know, from watching me from September, blah 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 blah. And then I had work experience. So I had to leave school for a bit, for like 2 weeks, and that was in the same week. The last week of work experience was the week my grandmother had died. If you haven't seen that story, go ahead and check it out. That's my first story time. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. I mean, he was very genuine. He was very expressive of his feelings, and I think that's why I really loved. At first I thought it was really weird because nobody has ever expressed themselves to me like that. I've never felt that I've never felt that before. And you know, I wasn't the prettiest girl in high school. Like I wasn't, you know, the girl that all the boys would want. As a matter of fact, I was the girl that every boy would tease, or everybody would tease, because I was skinny. Like, I think my mom gonna know, like I was skinny and my head was huger. My head was bigger than, like, I mean, I think it's still big now, but I mean, I think I put myself together well now. I look better now. I mean, all the boys from high school are in my DMs now, you know. So I think I look good. Fuck out of here. But anyways, so, and just because of that too as well, like I was so insecure about how I looked going to high school. I didn't put myself together well, you know. I was always dirty, like maybe always dusty. Never yet cleaned my shoes. Ear always messy. I was like the first time in September, you know, you when in the first part of school, you know, you put yourself together good until you start get tired and the schoolwork starts stress you out. Mind you, we wear uniform. I hate uniform. I hate uniform because I always think I don't look good in it. But anyway, so you know, my insecurities were very, very low. My self-esteem was very, very low. So for somebody to like me, I mean, you know, I've been liked in high school before, but you know, but for you to just like see me so and admire me and just like me, and I was very like, I've questioned him a lot of times, or questioned myself about him a lot of times. I was like, I wonder if I play the boy I play with me, like, you know, because I was so insecure. Like, I never think I look good. Like, what the hell you got? What are all of the girl then? Why are me? Why me? So I mean, yeah, that was. And when I realized that, you know, he was genuine, like it was genuine what he felt for me or how he felt about me, like he just didn't care, like I was the one he wanted to be with, and you know, stuff like that. I grew on him, I grew to love him, I grew to care about him, and you know, you just wanted that comfort, that love from another individual that you don't call family, or you know, stuff like that. And I was getting it, and you know, it was very overwhelming, and I just felt so wanted. And his parents, his mother loved me, his stepfathers, his brothers, everybody just, I was just like his best friend. But baby, up yourself, what's this? I mean, everybody was just, and he was just so welcome to my family as well. Like, he would come over, we would all play games, you know, stuff like that. Like, everybody knew Michaela and Jamar. Like, everybody knew us. We were the thing. We were goals. And, yeah. So, I mean, we texted and dated. We went out, once. We didn't get to go to thing together. That thing where you keep every New Year's, the first time we didn't get to go to that together because it was too late, and you know, stuff like that. But we texted, and we did that for about like 3 months until it was like close to his birthday. He's born February, and him probably the only person who remember him birthday. I just remember him birthday, February 17th. Like, I've never remember nobody else's birthday, but I remember him. Yeah, it was close to his birthday. And wait, give me a second, I have a picture. Okay, so this is a picture with all of my family and his friend. This what name again? Eto Dan. And all of these people here are my family, and I had more in the back, and this was me and him. This is him here in the middle. This is my sister and my cousins, and everybody was just there. I mean, like, everybody knew us. I mean, it's practically, we were practically married. But anyway, so it was close to his birthday, and it was like a week before. And I mean, I've been over his house like too many times before we actually had sex, and we were in the room. He had his own room, everything, like his own privacy, one bathroom, everything. So, you know, we could have been done it, but he understood that I wasn't. I told him like I wasn't ready. You know, he respected that. He respected me. Didn't rush me. Didn't make me feel as if, you know, I have to do this, or you know, stuff like that. So that made me even more, you know, compassionate. That made me love him even more. And I remember it was a Saturday before his birthday, the week before his birthday, and me and his mother, we were supposed to go buy my dress for his birthday. And she told me Saturday, so I was calling her. I couldn't get her, but then I called him. And I said to him, I'm calling him, but I can't get her. And he said to me, she said, you must come over here to soon come pick you up. Lies. But anyways, I went over there, of course, because I see him. And we were there, and yeah, it kind of started to go down, that whole situation. And then it was so, like, it was so painful. I was like, stop. I don't want to do this. I really don't. And he stopped, and never rushed me or nothing. Like, he never done nothing. Like, he wasn't upset or anything like that. And his mother called him and said he should go for his brother at somewhere. I don't remember, but him forgot for his brother. And I think he went for his brother, and he came back, and we were there. And to be honest, I don't know what happened to me, but I just climbed over him, and we started kissing, and it just happened, and I toughed it out, and I took it like a G. And it just happened that day. And yeah, I mean, so it happened on I think it's the 9th of February 2014. I lost my virginity. And after that, so yeah. And I just want to say that I hold a very high expectation when it comes down to men, not only how they treat me, but sex wise. I mean, even though it was my first boyfriend, we had bomb sex. He had a very nice size penis. So when I see a small dick, I know that shit. When I see an average size dick, I know an average size dick, I know a small dick, because my ex-boyfriend, my first boyfriend, the one that broke my virginity, that nigga's dick was huge. And I think that's why girls are, because I mean, he was, let me tell you something. When I was going to high school, and this is how, I'm not saying like, monetary, I mean, if somebody can't take care of it, me and him we were both going to high school, so I'm not expecting you to have money to take care of me. But let me tell you something, I get I got $2,500 in Jamaican currency that time every Monday for the rest of the week, and by Wednesday I'm broke as shit. And the only thing I would have is my fare to make sure I'm back at school on a Thursday, and I would not have to worry about anything. On a Friday, like, I know me and my friend Tony, like, we dead there be splitting lunch. Like, he would give her the money, she would go buy my lunch and buy something for herself out of my lunch money that he would give me, and we would sit and eat. He would watch me eat. Like, he would give me his last. Like, that's the type of human being that I dealt with. And that's how I know how somebody is. Like, I don't care. If you're not willing to give me your last, then you're not the man for me. Because if me and you, I go to school, like my first boyfriend, we were both going to school, we were both broke as shit. I don't know what he's doing to get money. I don't know if he's stealing or whatever. But he would give me like his last and look at me eat. I would ask him if he wants. He says no. He would watch me eat, and he just drinks juice. He just wanted to see me smile. He just wanted to see a smile on my face. I don't even know if he does that for his other women, but he did it for me. And I'm grateful for that. Like, I mean, thank you for, if you ever watch this, Jamario, thank you for showing me how. I mean, when our relationship was good, it was good. But when it was bad and was going downhill, then we had a couple misfalls. Like, our relationship was never perfect. We always argued, and we had disputes. There were times when he cheated, and our relationship went on for like 2.5 years, almost 3, and we had a lot of, like, it was not a perfect relationship. He was very jealous. That was one thing with him. He was very, very jealous, and I think that's why I don't really like jealous men nowadays. Like, everything I'm always jealous over. And yeah, as far as us breaking up, I mean, we just grew apart. First of all, we went to different school. We started going to different school, and being him jealous and insecure, he thought that I was cheating on him and stuff like that. When it was nothing like that. He knew me. He just made people go to him and like stuff like that. But he thought I was cheating with my best friend. I should show you my best friend. Give me a second. So he thought I was cheating with this guy right here. This is on my 21st birthday. Me and my best friend, my dad and my stepmother, we went out. But yeah, he thought I was cheating with him. At the time, I started going to a different school, and I found out he had another girlfriend. I mean, I really genuinely loved him, and you know, we both had love for each other, as I said before. But we were going in two different directions as well, and I just realized that, and we just grew apart. And you know, forever doesn't last too long these days, and you know, I wouldn't change anything that had happened for the world. Like, we wouldn't change it like exactly how it happened. That's how I wanted it to happen. I wanted to have to have that special moment with somebody that I really genuinely cared about, and I really genuinely cared about that being, and I know he really genuinely cared about me as well. So I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. I thought I was ready, and you know, that was just what took place. And yeah, but I mean, not all stories have an happy ending. I mean, I will get my happy ending. I hope he gets his, but at the same time, you know, that's just how life goes. I mean, all blessings, love, and everything, I send all of that to him. I hope he's in a happy place. I hope all my exes are in a happy place, to be honest. And yeah, eventually, me and this nigga here, we had sex, but that was after we broke. Me and my first boyfriend, broke up, and it was just a one-time thing, because you know, I don't even know what happened. Like, it's the first time I'm actually, I did a story time on this about the worst breakup ever, but I didn't post it, and it's already ready and everything. I just didn't post it. So yeah, I'll post it when I feel like posting it, because it's a very touchy story for me. It's a very, you know, iffy. I mean, yeah, it did cause some problem in the long run for my next relationship, which I did explain in the story that I have to post. So just stay tuned. I have more content coming up, and if you're ready, you're ready. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Do not let anybody force you to do anything, and remember all the time, again, please subscribe. But I guess forever doesn't last too long. Forever doesn't last too long these days. Yeah. And I tried so hard that we could make it, but time after time I tell you, don't break it. And I guess, you know, whatever. I don't even know the song. But anyways, peace, love, unity. I love you guys. Stay tuned. Remember, every time use a condom. Protected sex is the best sex. Safe sex is the best sex. Better safe than sorry, children. I know we are out here, but you know, you just can't trust nobody nowadays. You never know who have what and what have what. You know what I'm saying? So always use a condom, and never let them force you into doing anything. And know your worth. That's the biggest thing. Like, know your worth. You don't want to take no bullshit from nobody. You feel me? And yeah, love, peace, blessings. Peace out. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Remember to comment and share and like. That helps me a lot. Yeah, so later guys. I love you. Peace, blessing, love.